Don't wanna write this love song. I'm fighting this urge, but you make me say ooh, 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 damn. Cause I can't find the words. I don't wanna write this love song.
Hey loves, so today I'm back with a really fun dramatic makeup look. Today I thought that I'd film a really cool toned, like all throughout smoky eye. Look, is super smoky, super dramatic. Definitely not an everyday makeup look. I feel like I never film everyday makeup looks. Let me know if you guys want to see more everyday makeup looks, because I feel like the past few looks have been pretty dramatic. But anyway, I had so much fun putting this look together, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you're interested in learning how I created this look, then just keep watching. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoy. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. And let me know what you guys want to see next. I hope you guys enjoy. Bye! So I'm starting off this look pulling my hair out of my face, and then I'm concealing any of my dark spots with my Sonia Kashuk Concealer Quad. Next, I'm going in with my super full coverage Lancome Tawny Doll Foundation, mixing that with 1 pump of my Clinique Gel Moisturizer, just so that way it shears it out a little bit, because this foundation is super full coverage. But as you guys know, I've been needing it because of my acne scars that are left behind. And guys, my face is actually kind of clearing up. Now I'm mainly concerned with just the dark spots. Then I'm going to quickly fill in my brows using my Anastasa brow pomade. Today I decided to use the shade Chocolate. It's a little bit lighter than the one I normally use, but I don't know why I liked it for this look. And I'm just shaping them, and then I'm going to kind of clean them up with any extra foundation on the back of my hand in a foundation brush. I prefer using a foundation versus a concealer because it looks a lot more natural and not super harsh and too defined. Then I'm going to prime my eyelids using my La Bosse eyeshadow primer. This is just like the MAC Paint Pots, but so much better because they're a lot creamier and they allow your eyeshadows to blend a little bit smoother. Then I'm taking Birthday Suit by Morphe, and I'm just running this all throughout my crease and onto my eyelid using my Sigma E40. I just picked up a bunch of Morphe shadows. I bought them all, and I've been loving them. They're a lot like the MAC ones, but way cheaper. They're only $2.99, so all the hype is actually worth it. I purchased it with my own money, and I have been loving them. Then I'm taking Velveteen by Morphe, and I'm taking my, I believe this is my MAC 217. I'm packing that on the outer edge of my eyelid, winging it up, and then flicking it just below where I placed the birthday suit. And you're going to see me kind of flick the shadows out because I want that wing elongated smoky effect. So that's what I'm doing here when you see me dragging out a little bit towards my brow. Then I'm going back in with Birthday Suit and my big fluffy blending brush and just smoothing out the edges. And you'll see me keep going back to this brush to make sure everything's soft and there's no harsh lines. Then I'm taking Makeup Geek Corrupt. This is like the blackest black of all blacks. I'm taking my MAC 217 and just placing that on the outer edge and then bringing it into my inner corner area and just running that back and forth in the crease, dragging it down a little bit on the front part of my eyelid. And then I'm just lightly feathering it outward. When I bring it to the inner corner, I'm not packing it, I'm like lightly dusting it and darkening that area, but I don't want it too harsh there either. But this just really adds to the smokiness of the look. And I'm using very fluffy brushes because, again, I don't want anything to look too defined with this look. And I'm just slowly building up the black on the other side. It's better to slowly build up than to just throw it on all at once and then be left with a really harsh mess. And then again, I'm blending out the edges with the big fluffy brush. Then to clean up everything, I'm going in with my concealer. And I kind of, you can see me just shaping out the wing with that stripe right there, and then I'll blend it out in a few seconds with a dual fiber brush. I'm also going to highlight down my nose on my chin and forehead, you know the drill. And then I'm just lightly buffing everything out in light circular motions and just working this into the skin to highlight it. For this look, I definitely wanted a very highlighted look because it is very dark and smoky. You do want to be very careful when you're buffing out that edge that you use to clean up the eyeshadow because you don't want the concealer to get all over your eyeshadow. To set everything in place, I'm using my Marc Jacobs translucent powder, and I'm just sweeping this all over my skin. Then I'm going to contour using my Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D. I'm pretty much taking all of the colors combined and using that to kind of chisel out my face. Then for blush, I'm taking Cedar Rose by Lancome. It's like a very pale, peachy nude shade, but I loved the way it looked with this look. To highlight everything, I'm taking Soft and Gentle by MAC. This is like the infamous highlight of all time, and I'm just placing that on my cheekbones, down my nose, chin, and forehead. Then I decided to go in with that brighter, more fuchsia shade by Morphe. I forget what it's called, but I'm just running that all throughout the top part of my crease. That was Magical Magenta. Then for my lower lash line, I'm taking Velveteen again and working that under there. And then I'm taking Bridesmaid. It's like a mauve pinky shade, and I'm putting that right under the Velveteen. And then I'm blending everything out again with that fluffy brush. To create a wing, I'm using my NYC liquid liner, and I'm dragging out the wing pretty far out because I wanted very bold eyes. What can I say? Sorry if you can hear my dog barking. Then I'm taking that wing and I'm putting that on my lower lash line too with the same liquid liner, and I'm going to bring that out to my tear duct, but leaving a gap of blank skin space, because right in between the wing and my tear duct, I'm going to be placing this Buxom eyeshadow. It's like a purple, blue, it's like a mermaid color. It's called Lala Lavish, and I'm taking my MAC 242 to place that in there. By the way, I didn't stutter. It's literally called Lala Lavish. Then to kind of blend out the shades from my brow bone to my eyelid, I'm taking just any loose powder, and I'm just dusting that in there to kind of highlight and blend everything through. I'm going to be placing my Definicils mascara on my lower lashes, and then I'm also going to coat my top lashes to prep them for these false lashes. These are the Salon Perfect Demi ones, Demi Wispies, and I have been loving these. I've been wearing these a ton lately. So I'm just placing that on there to open up my eyes some more. And then I'm going to be lining my lips using a brown eyeliner because this is the only thing that I could find that would blend in good with the lipstick. I'm doing it with a really soft hand. Then I'm going to fill in my lips using the Anastasa liquid lipstick in Sepia. Oh, I was so happy when I finally was able to get my hands on this. So I'm just putting that all over my lips. And there you have it. This is the completed look. Hope you all enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe for more videos. I love you guys. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.